Aloha Kapualani here. This is a collective reading for the month of June. And as always, use your discernment whenever you are listening to any messages, going into any readings, and at any time, if you feel that this reading doesn't resonate, just disregard it. And if you feel that this does resonate, go ahead and click on that like button. Let me know in the comments also what comes through for you intuitively, because this is also an opportunity and a chance for you to expand in your own psychic healing energy abilities. And right away, we've got the Three of Wands with compassion. The bottom of the deck, we see the Man of Worlds. So this is giving me the feeling that there are opportunities. Okay, so this month, look out for opportunities, especially in business, work, finance, money, that are going to be potentially coming your way. You may be an earth sign, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And if not an earth sign, you could have something significant in your chart. There may be an earth sign involved. This is someone, and you could, and this being you, are in a place to start to take care of business, to take your finances seriously, and to look forward to, yes, oh my goodness, too many cards, Spirit, but I'm going to look at the ones, because I think these are actually aces. These ones that are like on the top here. Okay, we're going to go with these, Spirit. Look at this. Ace of Wands, Ace of Crystals, Ace of Worlds. And we've got the Three of Wands, 1, 2, 3 aces. So you have some strong potential to dig into, to dig into some new beginnings. I was going to add on to that, like planting a seed. You may have already planted the seed. Four of Crystals, clarifying the Ace of Wands. Okay. Ace of Crystals, Nine of Wands, clarifying the Ace of Crystals, and then we've got the Ace of Wands here. Ace of Worlds, excuse me. Okay. Your ideas are coming together, so breathe the life. Don't be afraid to take the action, the aligned action. This isn't a rush, of course, because the Three of Wands is that reminder that what you are seeking is seeking you. What you are working toward is making its way toward you. The ships are coming in. And having that Ace of Wands there, it tells me that you maybe have already seen the vision. You maybe have already activated that timeline. You may have already said yes, or maybe you're ready to say yes. There are triple validations here with this Ace of Crystals and this Nine of Wands energy. There's clarity and a resolution anywhere that you may have been either conflicted or doubtful about how you got to where you are on your path. Okay, that's something that you're going to be receiving validation and clarity on this month of June. Okay, collective, soul family. And I like that in this particular energy in this deck with the Nine of Wands, like the spine, because when I see the Nine of Wands, that's what I used to think of was the spine, the backbone, and flexibility. So where you've been flexible, where you've been malleable, where you've been really exerting yourself. This Ace of Crystals, I'm hearing that energy, resolution, an answer to any unresolved question or unanswered question, or at least a direction where you may not have known. Like, I like that with the crystals, even though it's a representation of air and the mind, it's bringing the mental energy into something solid. It's giving yourself that space for something solid to form. And the Ace of Worlds, there is a new reality. There are new realities, new timelines that you're engaging, that you have engaged, that are ready to open up for you. That, okay, in this month ahead, I'm hearing it's not, okay, I want to say, just say yes. And it's not just say yes and jump in. We want to be mindful, okay? Because the Four of Crystals, the Nine of Wands, these are energies that are like telling you to take it slow and not to rush, that are saying that there's no need to rush. With four, we're breathing life into things. We are trying to stabilize, solidify our perception of things, get comfortable, holding the vision, because we know we've just initiated something. We are starting something, a new cycle, whatnot, looking at things from a new perspective. We're getting ready maybe to start new cycles or to initiate new things. And so we're going to give things, we also want to give time and space, the opportunity to develop for us, because, you know, that's how it works. We're not in control of everything, right? And why would you want to be? Like, such a relief to not have to be in control of everything. My goodness. The Nine of Wands here, again, with the Ace of Crystals. Okay. There's going to be, this is a new step, new paradigm shift type of opportunity. You're not going backwards. This isn't a space to go backwards. You're not. This month, there may be times when you may feel like maybe a little bit exhausted during certain moments, maybe a little bit run down. But I want to say that with these aces, there's something that's going to be very clear for you, that it's okay to feel that way. You don't have to, like, it's not gonna, if you're having a down moment, it's not going to last very long. And something about it, like, there's something that's shifting about how you are managing or dealing with disappointments, or dealing with exhaustion, or dealing with, like how I said, down times, down moments, you know. There's something, I don't know why, but I'm getting this feeling that it's like, okay, thank you, Spirit. Something about the way that things are going to be unfolding for you this month, it's almost like you can see the finish line. Like, you know, you said yes to starting off down this track, or you are saying yes, you're opening up to things, you're getting ready to activate certain, you know, goals or timelines towards certain goals, taking plans and steps towards certain goals. But there's something about this also where, because of these aces, you want to be understanding that this is a commitment into, like, out of 1 to 10 cycles, 1 through 10. So that's where it's important and significant what you're doing now, the focus that you're putting into these different, you know, ace energies that are being presented here. You're taking that time to honor and nurture, catch up with yourself, be clear that whatever steps you are taking, the people that you are meeting or hanging around or choosing to spend your time with, the things that you're choosing to, like in your downtime, the activities that you're engaging in, you just want to be a little clear and aware. Is this encouraging and nurturing my growth and the shifts that I'm working to step into, the transformation that I'm saying that I'm wanting, that I'm, you know, calling in when I'm doing my affirmations, or when I, you know, all that kind of, my visualizations, my vision board, whatever it is that you're working with. And if you're not doing any of those things, this would be a good time. You know, maybe you've done them in the past and you haven't done a vision board in a while, and maybe it just hasn't vibed with you, and maybe it doesn't have to be a vision board at all. Maybe you've already done that because we had that big manifestation time period in May, you know, to really call stuff in. There's times, ebbing and flowing, new moon, full moon, to work with that. So think about that, because that's coming through for a reason as well, with maybe the lunar cycles being significant in doing some work, you know, whether it is calling things in for co-creation, clearing things out, releasing, so that you have space, you know, for the new to develop properly. But I like this. So I'm hearing, like, tending to your garden, okay? And I'm going to shift gears and do my little mini deck here, and just get a little bit of a clarifying messages for us. again, as we look into the overall energy for the month of June. Okay, so King of Wands showing up a little sideways, and Ten of Cups flew off to this side here. So we have the King of Wands. Yeah, that vision I spoke about, and being committed to the long term, the bigger vision, not being intimidated, not hesitating to take the necessary actions, even if they are very boring and practical. It's what is in alignment to the bigger vision, the bigger, grander goal that's ahead. Okay, so King of Wands here, energy, some fiery energy coming through, life force, psychic energy, creative energy. Okay, 10 of Cups. I love this. So house and home, relationships, fulfillment, balance, focusing on also the sweetness of life. So as you are, remember what I said with these aces that are presenting. Okay, that's an opportunity to recognize we're opening up to a new cycle, 1 through 10. And the cycles that you're opening up to, as you really hone in and commit again to that vision, as you actively take those actions, those steps, make those decisions. And there might be difficult choices. There may be, we're like, ooh, but you know what? You're ready. Okay, so we have an opportunity to build confidence with this King of Wands energy, and you are supported as well. So these cycles that you're opening up to, I think it's really interesting how it's wands, crystals, and worlds. Okay. I wanted to make sure, I was like, it is wands still in this deck, right? I know this one's crystals. But how we have wands, crystals, and the world here, and no chalice, right, with the aces out of the four. But then here, we've got the 10 of Cups. So these aces and the cycles that they're opening up to is one of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, okay? Things that are going to impact you on a whole body, whole life cycle type of level. So personal, professional, potentially, that we're looking at with the seeds that you're planting and sowing this month, or at least nurturing and growing. And I'm going to pick that, I don't know, I'm feeling that top card right there, 3 of Swords. Oh, I had to go there, didn't I? And then, okay, what does that mean, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles, the Tower. I feel like these are things that you may be going through and that you're moving on from, to be honest. I feel like these are things that you're going to be leaving behind. Like I said, where there may have been some indecision in the past, where you may have felt stuck, where you may have felt uncertain, where you may have lacked a sense of self-confidence, or clarity in your truth, your vision, your talents and skills, abilities. This is where I feel that there's going to be a breakthrough, the potential for that mental block. We're going to have a breakthrough. And if you are feeling blocked and you're like, no, Kapualani, like I am feeling blocked and I'm trying to get unblocked and I don't know how to get unblocked, but I want to. This Knight of Pentacles is saying be practical and just keep showing up, keep taking the steps. I'm being drawn to this little squirrel over here. So it's saying try also, pay attention to the details, but try not to get too caught up in it. And the squirrel is kind of, I'm thinking of how, squirrels stash and store the nuts away for the winter. So you want to take those steps. Don't be in a rush. I know that it can be scary because we feel like, oh gosh, everyone, like we're FOMO. Fear of missing out, like you get FOMO, right? Or you just think that maybe you're just not going to be able to catch up. Maybe like you're going to be left behind, whatever. I like that we've got this Knight of Pentacles here. That's like, look at how the Knight is like not running away from the 3 of Swords, and the Tower where it's like, oof, uncomfortable, like difficult. I don't know, struggling energies, right? But this Knight is very, like, I want to say, what's the word? It's not studious. That's not the right word. And now I'm being drawn to the Rabbit here. There is something, okay, thank you, Spirit. There is a whole, like, something is falling apart. Something's not working. Something hasn't been working. Whether it's like an idea with your work, a relationship, The way that you've been going about doing something, it's not working anymore, and it hasn't been working. And so that's why this King of Wands is being called to the forefront, or rather is coming through, because this is about trusting your vision, getting out of the mental space. Something has been keeping you blocked, and you're going to be liberated. You have an opportunity for liberation underway this month. And it's about like taking the practical, methodical steps, just taking it step by step. I've been saying this a lot lately, but being persistent and consistent with your steps. Having a plan, knowing that sometimes plans don't always go, like my throat, going accordingly. So we have to be malleable to those plans. So have a backup. The squirrel, have a backup. Okay? This rabbit here, there's these energies of fertility and abundance. So that's where it's saying, like, pace yourself and don't burn yourself out. You're not going to miss out. There's something that's falling apart. There's something about collectively the perspective, the way of doing things. It cannot be sustained like this vehicle or this machine, of like inflation and how everything's just gone like astronomically, like sort of out of whack. It cannot be sustained. So there's something here that, I feel like, again, whatever's not been working this month, it's going to be very apparent, and you will have control. Okay, I'm not saying you're gonna be in complete control, but it's about assessing and not standing under the thing. If you feel yourself in a tower moment, step back and try to observe and witness. Try not to be in the reaction. Just do your best to pace yourself. Okay, so you got the mini cards here, and I feel like, I'm grabbing to the angel deck now. So if there's, a yes or no type of question that you may have, now's the time to just tune in. Already we're kind of getting a message. It didn't fully pop out, so let's keep going here. So just tune in. Soul family, compromise, kind of sideways, recovery. So, that's fair. This really makes sense in terms of the messages that we're getting here. So with your decisions, you want to make sure that you're going to be balanced, okay? We don't want to just blast through things, especially if we're planting some new seeds and we have some new opportunities, beginnings here. We want to honor these new beginnings and not just kind of, okay, drop the seed and boom, like, hello. You know what I mean? Like, let's be with this. Let's honor this energy. Like when you strike the match, you just strike it and then go light something. You want to strike it, right? You strike it and you give them the flame a minute to really catch before you're like, okay, the flame is lit. Because you strike it and you try to move, the flame won't have a moment to really stick and catch. So that's where compromise and recovery is saying to make, when you're making your decisions, you will have what you need. You will know what you need to know. This is about, again, taking it step by step. This month is going to be something like, not too difficult, but a little bit of a balancing act. Okay, so take this time also, you're going to have some nice new beginnings that's going to be presenting themselves. You may have already, again, maybe you've already been holding space. Maybe you are calling it in. We see this there. But again, the message is to pace yourself, to focus on healing, to focus on recovery, to focus on harmony and balance. And remember also that if things don't go as you may have wanted, if you don't get that exact outcome, whatever the case may be, there's always a divine reason, rhyme or reason to it. And there may be something there. There may be a deeper benefit in the long run. When you allow, when you wait, when you don't react. Because these energies, again, they're like, be patient, don't be reactive. This month, yes, we want to be, we don't just want to watch and be non-reactive altogether, especially if there's something that needs to happen. But it's about being with the energy, doing your best to, if have a plan, again, but be malleable to working around and being flexible with those plans, because stuff happens in life, as we know. Okay? So, I hope that this time together has served you well, and that I've been able to provide some solid guidance and clarity here for your month ahead. Again, remember that this is a collective reading, so please definitely take what resonates only and leave the rest behind. Let me know in the comments if, what has resonated, and spend some time. Take a look, with the cards. Sorry that you can see the full pictures of them, but see if anything intuitively came through for you, okay? And what it means for you. But definitely stay tuned. Please visit my website, kapualani.com, to schedule your own consultation. And I'm holding space. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but holding space also to offer some energy, healing, and support. So let me know as well in the comments if that's something that would interest you, okay? So take good care. Thank you so much for being here. Till next time.